Hi, how are y'all? Welcome to channel Wikipedia of Jenny. Hope you're enjoying your life at its best. So today we will learn 10 most vital and common English verbs you should know, and you should imply it and apply it in your daily conversation, in your daily communication. So let's begin today's video about knowing 10 common English verbs. So the first one is right on your screen. Okay, so basically early bird catches the worm. So what this means is that you should be early in everything, like you should be prepared for everything. One who starts early has higher chances of success. For example, if you will be uh, early in pursuing something, it there are greater chances of you in succeeding that in that thing. For example, John, come on, hurry up. Why hurry up? Because be early to the mall where there's 50% off on clothes, so that we can choose from a wide variety. So if John will be early in reaching to the mall, so he will get that 50% off, right? Now the second most common English verb you should know about and you should use it in your daily communication and conversation is that empty bags cannot stand upright. So it's not about basically bags which we use. This verb means actually that a poor person can't discharge his duties well. Okay, because he is already poor, so he cannot like afford more and go for more. For example, let's say example that you cannot assume poor people to fight against the new amendment in the law. Why? Because they need to fulfill the basic needs first, right? Empty bags cannot stand upright. The poor people needs to fulfill their basic needs first, then they will go for something opposing like that. So empty bags cannot stand upright. They have to first fulfill their own needs. Okay. Now the third most common English proverb you should be knowing about it, and you should be, the most thing is that you should use it in your daily conversation, is that every cloud is silver lining. So what it actually means is that a bad or negative situation can also yield you some benefit. For example, like you are going through hardship, so you are always like, oh man, I'm going through hardship, but this hardship can learn, means it can make you to learn a good lesson from it. For example, I know there was a great loss in the company which you are buying a share of it, right? You had participated and you had bought a share of this company, and it was in loss. But don't worry, every cloud has a silver lining, means that okay, there is no worry about it. uh, Bad situations also can be good sometimes, right? Now the fourth one is every dog has his day. It is very easy to understand, and you can easily understand by from the proverb only. It means that even the most unfortunate person achieves success at some point in life. He or she or you might achieve success. For example, we can take that, are you aware of it, Mike, the useless person in the whole school? Are you aware of the Mike who was the useless person in the whole school? He ranked first in the semester. How it is possible? Well, it is well said that every dog has his day. Maybe he might be successful one day, and he is successful right now, right? So every dog has his day. So it's a good example to understand the proverb which we just learned before, right? Now the first common English, then the fifth common English proverb you should know is that every man is the architect of his destiny. So what it actually means is that you achieve and you perceive anything, or you like get the results of the thing which you have done by yourself. One's own action determines what and when and why he or she will achieve something. Your actions determine your results, in short. Okay, for example, we can take that don't blame your teacher for your poor marks, right? Every man is the architect of his destiny. You had not studied hard, so you are getting poor marks. So whatever results you are getting in the life is because of your actions. If you work hard, you will be successful. If you don't work hard, you will be unsuccessful. It's simple rule, right? Now the sixth common English proverb you should know about it is, right now on your screen. Okay, fall 7 times and then stand up 8. So what it actually means, you can easily understand, but it means that you have to try and try despite failures. Okay, because you know and that at last you will successful. This is how you succeed in your life, right? Because you have to attempt it, and finally you will like gain it or achieve it. For example, we can take that Jack Ma, the famous founder of Alibaba company. So Jack Ma tried so times and he got rejected every time. Like, he was rejected 10 times from Harvard and all that, but finally he established the vast empire of Alibaba. Okay, so it's well said that fall 7 times, stand up 8. Jack Ma falls 7 times and then he stand up at the 8th, right? He established a vast empire and was the second richest person in Asia. The 7 common English proverb you should know is that every man has his price. So what it actually means that anyone can be like swayed to do something, right? So let's say example so we can like easily understand it. It is mostly used for bribing people. For example, if you will give some money to an officer or that person who is on like certain post, he will easily do your work, right? So let's say example that John has declined the offer to join Mike's English classes as a tutor, right? But well, Mike can sweeten the offer, like he can bribe the John. And it is said that after all, every man has his price. Like you can easily convince or persuade someone by giving them extra money or sweetening the offer for them, or like in short, bribing them. Now another one, familiarity breeds contempt. Okay, so it means that being friendly to a thing makes one careless about it. So let's example that after being for 10 years in film industry, I don't like it. Why? Because I think that familiarity breeds contempt. For example, if you are used to um, you're using something for years and years, then you don't actually have you're not much interested in it. For example, you are having laptop for years and years, that your old laptop, so you're not much interested in it right now, right? Now the ninth one is that fortune favors the brave. So it actually means that you have to be brave enough to crack everything in your life, or to crack some particular thing and achieve your destiny. Like the luck always favors the brave person, right? You have to be brave enough to like like uh, that take that task. For example, start taking risk for your business to grow. Remember, fortune favors the brave. You have to be like brave enough to handle the task, and you have to like, okay, I will do it. You have not like be coward that how I will do it and just like thinking and wasting your time. Now, the 10th one is God helps those who helps themselves. So what it really means is that first you have to help yourself, make efforts, okay, for yourself, so you will succeed, because God also helps them, those people who help themselves, like they are making efforts by themselves, so luck also favors them, right? For example, try choosing different jobs. God helps those who help themselves, right?